and he had to book it. He's in Russia today. He can't come back no more. He's in Russia right now. He's an asylum over there. He's an asylum because this is back in. But that's something that. That's something that.
I guess he ran away to Russia.
Yeah, that's something that both sides of the government does in regards to trying to hush somebody. Like the Biden administration was trying to hush Mark Zuckerberg with some of his Facebook posts on letting people post in regards about COVID. Going back to the Joe Rogan podcast, Mark Zuckerberg talked about that. That's right. So this is something that both sides do. So can we all agree that both sides are corrupt?
Yes.
And they are for their narrative, for whatever they're campaigning for. So if that's the case, brother, then damn, where the fuck are we? Where can we really stand amongst, especially on these streets right here? Where can we stand amongst these powerful pillars? Democrat, Republican. I mean, we just got to find a safe medium within our community. That's right. Community is key. Because through community, you get people like Karina Garcia. She was another option.
What up, Coors Light connoisseur?
PSL running with Claudia.
How you doing, my boy?
They don't get much life.
How's your day going?
When they tell you take the red pill or the blue pill, that's the only two options they give you. Not knowing you have many
chilling, watching this funny little podcast.
You gotta go like Mexico. Morena was not even an option on the table, and then out of nowhere, boom, they're in power now. Why? Because the community.
Yeah, it's pretty funny to see these people who
like, we're gonna vote this
who voted for Trump, and now all of a sudden they're flipping the script, talking about this is not what I voted for.
So Mexico is run by an independent party.
Bunch of fucking pussies.
They were independent compared to the big pillars back then.
Wow, that's amazing. Right now, at this moment,
yes,
that's
Morena
amazing.
came from the streets. Morena came from the communities.
So how you guys doing tonight? What you guys up to?
We talk about the community. We're talking about cartels and everything else.
But do you think the Mexican president's a Zionist?
No.
But she's Jewish. I know you don't have to be a Zionist, I know, but it seems like she supports Israel.
No, she supports Palestine, actually.
Okay.
Mexico gave Palestine a recognition for their state.
Howdy. Just had to pay the government, so he's broke now. Damn.
Can do this, it can help
sucks,
elevate the
man.
message of we gotta come together and do these
Goddamn
little
government be taxing you down for fucking
because our people are under attack right now.
Hardly
100%,
provide
they're being
any
snatched
kind of
up from their homes,
services to
from the
us.
street. They're being snatched. A pregnant woman got snatched
Lame
up, and she's a
ass
citizen,
government.
and she's pregnant, and they beat her.
Yeah, it's that fucking time, man, where Uncle Sam is just taxing
Community, there's community defense coalitions.
I hate it.
Find out your local
fucking
one,
hate it.
and what we're doing is
What up?
we're here to watch, or anybody
Ammo
that's not from
Alchemist.
the area, we report to each other. what's going
Kablamo.
on. Hey, there's sightings of these thugs out here.
The homie
So
Kablamo.
that's how you
Well.
prevent. So in IE, we're doing way more prevention. You don't see as many snatch-ups as there
Got destroyed, dude. It was awful.
As a
Man.
community to prevent it.
There's also staysafe.la where you
Sucks.
can report
I know
incidents
that
of ICE.
feeling, man. I fucking know it. I hate it.
Staysafe.la.
There's also stopice.net.
I hate it, man. What can you do, man? These motherfuckers will get their money one way or the other.
Supplying for the people. That's really good. We're supplying for food.
Next time, make them work for it.
Yeah, so
Alright.
Pay 'em in
Yeah.
fucking payments.
That's right.
Canned food for people that are afraid to go to the store.
That's right.
We're helping them out.
Fuck that.
Thank
Don't
you.
give it to them all at once. Make them work for that shit.
How can we put something together and help families that are getting broken up and so
Make less money, or you can
home country doesn't mean you
have more write-offs.
A pot to piss in your home country.
Doesn't mean
more
you have a home
expenses.
in your home country.
Exactly.
Save all your receipts.
That's my thing too. Like, all right, we see the problem, the solution. I say a solution is
Donate to
we
more
need get
churches.
together and create resources for the individuals that are getting deported. Especially talking about the hard workers, man. You know what I mean? We'll talk about
Yeah,
the
but
ones
that does
don't
suck.
have no
'Cause the
criminal
more
records
money you
type of
make, the
shit.
more
You know
money
what I
they
mean?
want to tax your
I think
ass
that's
down, man.
important. And is there
sucks,
organizations that are doing that?
Yeah,
right
that's
now?
why you gotta get a good
Yes,
tax
there
guy.
is. Actually, right now, and
Get
again,
yourself
I gotta
a
be
great
careful 'cause
tax
they're
man.
being under attack. Even the ones
That's
that are
important,
helping,
especially
not
if
breaking
you're
the law,
receiving
they're just
1099.
helping people. Now they're being looked at by
There's a big
these
difference
agencies
between a
of power
1099 and a
coming out with
W-2.
ideas
Most
of being
people get
terrorists. Imagine people
W-2s
just
and have no
helping-
clue what a
helpless
1099
people
is.
are being called terrorists. And they're using that language. I don't know if you heard, they're calling them insurrections too.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
But what the real insurrection happened in Washington D.C. and where was all the
the army? Where was the military, the Marines, the police? Where was the National Guard? Where's all that energy for them? Now they've been pardoned, and now they've been deputized. Now they're being deputized to be the Minutemen and power.
But this happens in all areas in regards to, like, it can be happening in the prison system, it can happen in certain sections of the street, and it's called politics and favoritism, bro. And it happens within communities, within, you know, maybe
these people don't get their shit together over there in California. Oh,
people don't get along with the other next. I mean,
it's really
that's
gonna go to shit.
the world that we live in. That's life.
It's human nature.
It's human nature, right? So at the end of the day, I mean, it's the best thing is to have your community of like-minded people that you fuck with, keep it tight, and make sure you
12 grand
take care of
versus
each other.
92.
Damn.
Okay,
That's
so
a crazy ass bill.
One of the reasons that you went right.
I'm in Cali. It's been shit. Oh man.
And I agree. A lot of
I feel bad for you. I mean, I feel bad for you because what's going on over there right now, man? All that bullshit. It's a whole lot of bullshit, man. That's what it is. People are over here acting all surprised and shit. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Dude, Trump was talking about this shit, man. This is one thing he campaigned on. So he's gonna get rid of a lot of motherfuckers. And yeah, there is a lot of people who are getting swept up in all this.
I think
That's called a casualty of war, unfortunately. And that shit's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So yeah, it's just one of those tough situations, and it's funny to see all these people voted for Trump, and now all of a sudden, oh my God, this is not what I signed up for.
Sometimes you want to,
pretty funny.
Like, even as kids, man, you want, as a child, it's almost like a child move. You just want to strike back at the parents.
Crazy
You know what I mean?
ass
Like, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? Rebel.
You gotta stick to your guns, man.
And that's what I think, brother. I think that's what a lot of people do, you know? And it turned
Right or
out to
wrong,
be
man.
not the greatest move, man, because this man right here.
What do you guys think, man? What's better, Glock or Sig? Because I ain't trying to talk too much politics. It can get pretty draining. What you guys think, Glock or Sig? What's better? What's better?
And man, I'm seeing
What's
a lot
easier
of
to carry?
dictator type of tendencies.
Yeah, for sure.
Fascism type of tendencies, bro, that is just like, whoa, like this. Come on, homie, like you taking the power away from the government. I mean, and I'm not a fan of Newsom, no how, no way, but damn, you know what I mean? Now you overstepping certain things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what.
What's your guys' true, honest opinion on these Glock versus Sig? Let's hear it. So I was here in 1992. Oh, for the riots. Yeah, I remember those shits. I was a little ass kid back then, man. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Those were actually real riots. What's going on in Cali is just some shit that's a little bit out of control.
Yeah, but things are changing.
But
People have to keep
the real
speaking
thing
up.
is-
We have to keep talking about these things. We have to keep
is all
doing
these people who are
protests
getting
because
fucking
protests are
snatched
already
up.
working. They're already kicking
All these
out a lot
fucking,
of ICE agents out of
people
so
who
many of these
supposedly
hotels.
have
You guys
nothing
seen
to
how
do
many
with
hotels are kicking
anything.
them out.
Shout out to all the
Hey,
protesters.
shout out to the homie Scar. He's right here, right? He was there. He was right there. He was there last night.
Yeah, and
Hey, bro.
a lot of major
I like
brands
both.
are
Hell yeah,
speaking
me
out,
too.
And major radio stations.
I love my
are
Sig, man. No
getting
matter
behind
how
it.
much people try to sit there and talk shit about the 365 line. It's like every other day I go on YouTube, I'll see like a new video of somebody talking shit about the 365X line.
You see President Trump.
So I like them, man. I really do. These things shoot super well, super flat. Especially with these little holes they got drilled in right there magically somehow, some way. These little holes they got drilled in really make a difference, man. That thing shoots super flat, super flat. And this thing is small too. It's in a little pocket carry, little concealed carry. So
Operation
These things are
Wetback
known for
2.0.
having a
That's what
lot.
Project 2025 really is. It's an Operation Wetback
I feel
2.0.
that
Which is what does that mean?
with these little holes that are drilled on top here really helps, especially on these smaller platforms.
You don't have to be Mexican as long as you look like
Really,
that.
really
They also
helps.
took that, recorded,
Get rid of
citizenship.
that
You ever watched the
recoil,
movie,
get rid of that
Born
snap.
in East LA? And they talked about it a little bit. If you
Like,
ever
yeah,
watched
you
the
can
movie
spend,
Familia,
you know, $400 or $500
if you go to,
on that Radiant Ramjet. It's gonna stick out like 2 inches.
Just Google Operation Wetback, and that was in the
Or you
first
can
time
get
they
some
did it.
ports
That was the
drilled
second
in.
time. But that was a very targeted.
And just call it a day.
Yeah, that was the second
Wait, so
time.
this is number 3?
It's gonna work just as fine. Just as flat.
Number 4.
You guys ever heard of
You'll be able to save a couple bucks too. And just whatever savings you get, add that towards ammo, towards practice.
There's not enough men here, so they told men.
So just something for thought.
Bring them over.
Something for thought for those of you who are
Before they allowed them in,
unaware
that's what they did. They stripped them off.
of the benefits of these awesome, cool ports.
They gassed them up to kill any lies.
I don't really like to change my guns too much, but I have thought about the ports. Me too, man. I've always wanted to keep them original up until I tried the first one. So once I did the first one, which was this P365XL, that's the first one I sent out to go get ported. What up, Alex? So yeah, XL was the first one that I sent to get ported, and I don't regret it at all, man. I don't. I did feel that the X and the XL were, you know, had a little snap to them, as well as the 43. So after further research that I was doing, I you know, everything led me up to getting ports in it. Cost, effectiveness. I could have got the Radiant Ramjet, but I said, nah, let me give these ports a shot. And ever since then, I have not been disappointed. How do you like the Holosun SCS? I love my Holosun SCS. This thing is badass. I like this one because this thing is co-witnessed with my original Glock sights. Like, the original Glock sights may not be the best, but it's good because you don't have to swap them out if you get this sight here, like when you do with other optics, like, you know, your Trigicon, or even I have another one, like the 506C, that C print, or C, that C print. You have to get a different plate, which raises it. And that's when you gotta swap out your sights. So that's why I like this SCS here, because it's really bright, multi-reticle, and what I mean, like I was saying before, what I really like about it, it's co-witness. That's one of the things that kind of drew me to getting this SCS sight, was me not having to swap out any of my irons. All right, bro, got a 24-hour shift. Peace out, connoisseur, Coors Light connoisseur. Catch you on the next one. Carl Brown. Yes, I had that one. Yeah, so talking about this SCS optic right here. I like it. You know, it may not have the biggest of window sizes, but this thing really like picks up on the eye. It, like, as soon as you lift it up, it's right there. Like, this is one of those ones where you don't have to like really search to find the dot. As soon as you pick it up, it's right there. So that's what I like about it. It may not be enclosed. You know, I read all kinds of stuff on the internet about how people say they get hair, they get lint, they get this, that, and the other. They even get in mud because they're in the jungle and stuff like that. So, to me, I'm in the construction site every day. I may get a little bit of dust and dirt, but that's nothing that a little bit of you know, a little cloth can wipe out. So yeah, it may not be enclosed, but I don't mind that. I don't mind not having any enclosed at all because I personally don't see a benefit in it. I know other people can argue, you know, all night about the benefits of having an enclosed, but for me, I felt that I don't need it. Too bad YouTube won't let you pick it up and show off. Yep, I know, man. That's what I hate about YouTube. They're really, really strict on a lot of the stuff that they do. I was banned for a whole week because YouTube was under the impression that I'm trying to slang some stuff right here, but they're fucking insane. Cause I ain't trying to slang anything. This is all my personal stuff here. So, yeah, it just sucks how they are, man. It really does, but I'll take whatever I get, man. I have a 3.5K Glock 43X. If you have any questions, I can answer. 3.5K Glock 43X. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money for one. Yeah. 3,500 in the 43X. I really don't see how somebody can spend 3,500 on a 43X because there's just a lot better options out there, like Canic, MC9 Prime. That's why I never really fully upgraded my 43X right here, because then you got your you got some better options like P365XL. Even that Canic Mete MC9 Prime, that thing takes dookies all over 43X all day, everything. Like out of the box, 43X sucks because it only comes with a 10-round mag. So you have to do all kinds of modifications to get it to somewhere, to get it to something that's fucking pretty badass. So damn, if you really did put 3.5K into your 43X, that's pretty badass, man. That's pretty badass. You probably have you probably have one of them a Radian Ramjet, huh? What's that like?
Obama supported tons of raza. That's not saying, you know, it's still an excuse.
What do you recommend for getting a CCW? I'm trying to replace my Hellcat ATM. What do I recommend? Man, there's so many out the market right now. So many. And I'd recommend you just go and put your hands around one, because it's kind of hard to recommend one when you know, some people have larger or smaller hands than others. Some people have weaker or stronger hands than others. Like there's people who say that a 43X has a lot of snap to it. There's people who say a 365X has a lot of snap to it. Me personally, I feel like there's no snap to it. Maybe because I got big ass fucking strong fucking gorilla hands. So that's why I like to say, try to wrap your hands around one and get a good feel for it. You want to make sure you have a good grip on one. I think that's pretty important, Robert. So if you're trying to replace your CCW, man, I couldn't really pinpoint a single brand or firearms because there's just so many to choose from, man. There really is. Just go to the range, man, and get your hands on a couple of them. But if you don't have a 365X XL or even 43X, I'd consider that as your next CCW. Especially this 43X here. The 43X is pretty badass, man. Like this thing is really, really small. It's really small, really light, compact. There's a ton of options for it. You know, they got your they come out of the box with a 10-round mag, but you know, there's so many aftermarket, you know, mags that you can get. So yeah, man, I'd look into one of these three here, Mr. Robert. I've been waiting for months for the Radiant to get back in stock. Oh shit, Alex, you're gonna get you the Radiant Ramjet for the 43X. That's dope. Ishan, I carried the same gun for 5 years. Taurus TH9Z. Nice little gun. Hell yeah. That's a great little carry right there. Ishan. Someone gave me a Surefire XSC for 43X as well. TLR7 sub, 1000 lumens. Damn. I still haven't got into weapon lights, man. I still haven't. I'm just not convinced. I'm just still not convinced. It's gonna take a lot of convincing and a lot of my own personal real world experience for me to want to carry a weapon light. Maybe because I don't go out at night. That's probably why. All my work is done during the day. That's why I say it's going to take me a lot of convincing to carry a weapon light. I know it's all preference, just like pizza, like a pizza topping is preference. That's how I feel that a weapon light is for me personally. I don't like to carry weapon light, but it's a $400 light I got for free. Kind of makes me want a 43X. It's light only fits it. Oh shit, if you got a $400 light on it, hell yeah, that's a good little flex. Because for people who know, when they see something like that, they're like, oh shit, hell yeah. I like a weapon light for my nightstand mainly. Yeah, hell yeah. You'll need a light for proof. You can see your threat at night. And I hear that all the time. My problem is I don't go out at night. I don't. And the places that I do go out at night, they're very well lit up if I do go out at night. So that kind of takes that out of the equation. So I need to be convinced more. Please look up the thumb rest called antimatter. Yeah, I've seen that, man. I've seen that. But man, I just feel that I don't know, Carl, does it stick out a little too much? Because I've always kind of felt that thing would just stick out a little bit, so I never pulled the trigger on it. Like I don't know. I like to think I'm a minimalist, because I like to spend. I like to. In my head, I like to put stuff on that counts for me. That's why I like to work on my sights and my porting. Because with that, porting really does help with follow-up shots. It really, really does. The fuck just Glock for me. Oh shit. One issue is people might be more likely to shoot at the source of the light. Some police use it to hold their flashlight a few feet away from themselves for this reason. Posted a Glock versus Sig vid. Oh shit, that's what's up, Josh. Hell yeah. Half Empty says a CC for me. Damn, that's a great choice right there, Half Empty. CCs will still go bang.
That's fine. If they want to have preference where they came from, I have no problem with that.
They may be goofy looking and cheap, but they will go bang. Light helps with recoil too.
Why don't you lead us? Take us somewhere. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, that's actually a benefit for me, because I'm all about my recoil, so it's something that I'd consider. Josh says my Wilson Combat Grip module comes in tomorrow, same color. Do you like it? I love it, Josh. This Wilson combat grip right here, this thing is fucking badass, dude. Like this thing is the way that it's textured from the front and the back, this thing like hugs your hands. So this grip right here, it's kind of soft, I would say. So when you carry it, that shit does not like dig into you or anything. This thing is really, really smooth, and you can put your them tungsten weights in it too, so it gives it a good ass weight. This thing, when you put the weights into this thing, it brings it almost to the weight of this Icarus. Very, very close. It's almost like I think it's like I think I had like, it was up by like 7 grams or something like that, which 7 grams ain't nothing. High points are life. Carl Brown, I wish I could show my 43X. Yeah, I know, man. That would be dope, man. Fucking YouTube and their lame ass rules. Hopefully it works with my California model. Oh shit. You in California, Josh? Also liked it because it has a deeper undercut than that. Excuse me. M1811 Liberty Civil Defense Ultralight 9mm. Oh shit. Damn, that's a dope round. Lil Cody says, what Glock is next to the Sig? Shit. What you mean? There is this Glock, which is the 45, and there is this one, which is the 43X, and that's with the Zafiri Precision Slide. If that answers your question, Lil Cody. 43X and 45. Oh shit, damn, there goes my remote.
We own this shit, bro. And motherfuckers can't come through. And if they come through, they're gonna find something. We just got ourselves a lottery ticket.
Best EDC is the Bodyguard 2.0. Oh shit. You got a different upper. Yeah, I swapped out the slide on this one.
I'm just saying in general.
I wasn't
right now, present time. I mean,
wasn't really happy with the way the other slide was performing, so I had to swap out that slide and get this one. No, the best EDC is the Canik TP9. Oh shit, damn. Well, see, that's up for debate, Lil Cody, because I feel man, I feel the best carry for 2025 is the Canik Mete MC9 Prime. That thing is fire.
Yes, and we need to catch why it's good that we're having this discussion right now because we're educating our people.
So that'd be a.
These conversations are really important, you know?
That'd be a good one there to go head to head. A Bodyguard and the Canik.
But a lot of people don't know that, and especially in Highland Park where I grew up.
And the MC9 is a full size. That's for the really tall, big people. Oh yeah, I know, man. I have one in my hands when I was at the academy, Lil Cody. I think it's dope, man. I'm gonna get that magazine for my Canik. Yeah, 66. Yup. Hey, but you know what? It's alright though because I paid Carl Brown. I paid more for my Sig Sauer macro mags. I paid $72 for a 21 round magazine. So, damn, man, they get you on the mag prices for sure, man. They really do. $66. Crazy, man. How fucking Canik and Sig Sauer be charging so much, man. Could be taxing people. Well, yeah, no matter what, man, we fucking love these things, so yeah, we'll pay that shit any day. I wonder if the Canik MC9 and the Canik TP9, I think those I think the TP9 and the TP9 and the other one, that Terran Tactical, those mags all fit into the regular Canic MC9, so it's pretty cool. Just order the TTI Cannon. Yeah, yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking about, half empty. Cause that one's I think that one's like the 21 round mag or so. Yeah, so that's exactly what I was thinking.
And it's so crazy that a lot of Americans aren't aware of this, and that is immigrants paying taxes.
Just look at which sold the most this year. The year's not over though, Carl Brown. We're still early in the year, man. I think Canic is gonna make a fucking strong push. They're gonna make a strong push. So I think we're gonna have to talk about those numbers at the end of the year, sir.
They gotta show receipts, homie. There ain't too many motherfuckers getting paid under the table. They getting a check, homie.
Yep, like Lil Cody is saying, man.
And so I was watching on
Canic is outdoing it in 2025 for sure, man. Yo, what up, Theo? How's it going, my boy? Appreciate you tuning in. Carl Brown says, I'm about to go live on my 43X. Hell yeah, Carl Brown. Shit. Floss that thing, man. Everybody loves Glocks, man, so shit. You'll get a lot of viewers. Fuck yeah, man. Do the damn thing, man. Don't stop. Don't let nothing stop you, man. Do the damn thing. I'll subscribe to you right now, too. Brand new bodyguard coming with a broken trigger spring. Damn. Broken trigger springs. That sucks. Bodyguard 2.0 is the perfect size. Hell yeah, appreciate you tuning in, Theo. Good to see you too, my bro. Carl says you're for real missy now. For real, pick one up. I told this guy to buy a Canic and he loves it now. Nah, it wasn't just only you, Cody. It was a bunch of other people. So, I mean, yeah, you did play a tiny little part to it. Because, yeah, man, all you people who were telling me how badass that trigger was, all them reviews about that Canic trigger, yeah, I had to get it. I just had to get it. I had to get it, but don't rub it in, little Cody. Don't rub it in. Nah, but you know, I appreciate that info though, cause man, I do like it. I love my Canic. Carl Brown says I understand, but it's too big. That's understandable. Cause I feel it's you know, that Canic MC9, the thing's the same size as my Glock 45 right here. The same size. The only difference between my Glock 45 and my Canic is the Canic is thinner, but it's the same size. They're both 17 rounds out of the box. I made a video of them too. I put them side by side, and you can see they're both the same fucking size. Glock 45 and the Canic Mete MC9 Prime are the same size. It's just thinner. Yeah, the MC9 is full size. You can tell. But even the Prime too. Even the little Prime I have, I mean, it's small, but it's still pretty big. Cause this thing is bigger than my Glock 43X right here. It's bigger. It's a little bit bigger than my XL. Just a little bit bigger by like fucking 8 of an inch.
shit, I'm the backbone of my family, dog. You feel me, dog? So I gotta pick and choose, man.
But it is a great carry. It is a great carry.
But I wanted to know.
Very, very great carry.
I
So
say that to say this, Scar.
I got no regrets at all. I love the thing, man. I carry it with me everywhere.
And he just got caught up
Everywhere. So. But the TP9 Elite 450, and it comes with the stock 13 and 15 round. Oh shit. Yeah, 450, you can't beat that price though. That's a good price right there. Be something to consider for those of you who are thinking about a Canon.
Power and numbers, man, we just win an illustration.
So, Scar, you're telling me the reason why these motherfuckers
The MC9 is 600 for 17 round stock mags. Big difference. Yeah, I know, but the MC9 is like that new bitch on the block that everybody wants to try, so I had to try it. But yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's a really good pickup, man. A really good carry. So. I want to get the MC9 to match my TP9. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good little set right there, man. That'd be a good little set because you got a full size and then you have a compact. So, hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I call my a 43X and my 45. Those are my little matches right there. I'm just waiting on the optic for this one right here. Trying to give me another green dot. Because I got all of my Glocks, all of the optics are green. So whenever I just switch them over, depending on whatever clothing I wear, it's an easy transition. Because they're all that same window size and they're all the same color dot. Because you never walk around with one gun. I have the TP9 on the waist and the MC9 on my side. Hell yeah. Sometimes I'll have my Canic on my waist and my little Glock 43X in my sock. Because this thing is so small, so the little 43X, you can fit it anywhere. I could even fit this little 43X fucking between my butt cheeks. It's so goddamn small. So small and cute. Is that the Zafiri Precision slide on your 43X? Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is. I'm debating on getting that ported barrel for it, but kind of want to just keep the stock barrel on it. Yeah, because this is that whole little ported barrel slide setup that they got going. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like the slide. The slide is badass. This thing's way better than the other one I had. Yeah, if you want a very small gun for a stock gun, it's got to be the Taurus G3C. How do you like the slide? Is it reliable? Oh shit, yeah, I do. I actually like this slide better than the other one that I had before. Already out of the box, this is already more reliable than the other one. The other one was a Patmos brand, and that's probably why. I think that was probably like made in China. And these Zafiris are made here in the good old US of A. So yeah, it feels a lot better, and it already feels more reliable. I already unloaded a magazine on it with no issues. So that's a win already for me. I haven't popped off a bunch of rounds. I just popped off one mag just to see how it was, to see if it was gonna function or not, and it worked. So I know it's gonna be fine. And the reason I say that is because even on the first go around with the Patmo slide, I had a few issues on the first mag. So yeah, this is I feel like this is already a fucking home run. Very happy with it. Very, very happy. Where's the stock slide? The stock slide, I got rid of it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Yeah, I know I could have got it sent off to get milled and all that shit, but I just didn't like that plain Jane 43X slide. It just looked too plain. I didn't like it. Would you trust your life with it? I've been looking to get a Zafiri slide. I would, man. I'd carry this thing any day, tomorrow, any day. And if I happen to fucking pull it out and get to business, this thing's gonna work. This thing. So yeah, I do trust it. And the only reason I say I trust it is because I've already popped off the first. I've already popped off a full mag off of it, 0 issues. So I know it's gonna work. So yeah, and looking forward to adding an optic to it. And yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still debating on whether I should get a light. I think if I get a light, I'm gonna start it on the 43X. So yeah, I feel like this thing is a home run already with this new slide. How's the recoil? On which one? Diedrich? I'm assuming you're, since I'm talking about the 43X, the recoil is normal with this slide, if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, I know a lot of people, you know, they have their opinions on the recoil and the 43X, but I feel like, yeah, I don't know, I feel like there's really, it's normal. I don't feel like it's, now, when we talk about recoil, this one here is just a little bit more snappier than this one. So when you run these two side by side, you're gonna feel this one bite you just a little bit more than this one right here. And that's probably because this has a little smaller of a barrel. So yeah, when it comes to like recoil with the 43X, I feel like it's just normal. Like, I don't really feel like it's nothing crazy. Which red dot do you enjoy shooting? I was enjoying shooting my 407 or my 507. I like those. But what I really like better than the red dot is I like the green dot, Josh. Maybe because my eyes pick up the green better. I don't know. But I do like, and I do enjoy shooting the green dot more. One thing that eats me about the 43 is a single stack. They need to come out with a double stack 43X. Man, I agree with that statement 1000%, little Cody. 1000%, man. But you know, another thing that I think about too, because I also got the other aftermarket mags like the Shield Arms, PSAs. You know, I have another brand too. I forgot what it was. But what I do like about this is it's 10. It's a single stack. Yeah, you're not getting 15, but keep in mind, like this whole package right here with just the 10 rounds, it's super light. Like, that's like the whole point, is to have something small and light. If I want something with more capacity, then I can always go with my 365 macro snub nose or my XL. So that's what I like about this being single stack, is it also makes it lighter too. So when I'm wearing like basketball shorts or sweats, something of that nature, that's when this was perfect to carry. When I'm wearing regular pants and stuff, that's when these, you start getting into more weight, so that's when these come into play. I'm also looking at the Osai S for red dot. The reviews look good compared to the original Osai that has issues. Yeah, I'd wait for the second one for sure, because yeah, I did see all the reviews and all that stuff too. I think it's pretty cool how that has that that little box you can just snap on and it just recharges everything instead of switching out the battery. I think that's pretty cool, man. I think that's a pretty good little invention because they're the only ones that have it. What's your opinion on the Sig 320 right now? Oh man, to be honest with you, my opinion on the 320 is yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence. And the reason why is because I go on YouTube and I see videos, right? I'll see videos of YouTubers talking shit, bad mouthing it, right? But whenever I look at like a police activity, that channel, and I see just random, officer encounters where there's an officer involved shooting, and a lot of the times these officers have 320s with them. A lot of the times these officers have 320s, and these videos are current. So I don't know. I feel like if there was really that many issues with the 320, then officers would carry them. Like, you wouldn't see no officers with the 320. You'd see them with, Glocks, Smith & Wessons, whatever. You wouldn't see them with the 320. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. 320. Kind of on the fence. That's my opinion. I really don't know what to think. It's because there's just so much info out there. So I really don't know what to think. But what I do know is I do know that I can trust my 365. I beat it to shit. I've dropped it. I purposely try to make this 365 go off just so that I can get that shit on video, but it hasn't yet. And maybe I need to do a little bit more testing to it, but I don't know what else I could do. I mean, if I drop this motherfucker off a building, I feel like this thing is gonna break before it goes off. So, I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? What can I do? What could I do? Like, what do you guys suggest? What could I do to make any of these two go off right here? I've already hit it with a 15-pound weight. I'll hit it with this right here. This is a 25-pound dumbbell right here. I'll hit it with this, but I feel like the dumbbell is gonna break. Have you dropped it on the back plate? I have. I've hit it with the mallet, hit it with the hammer, hit it with a 15-pound weight, 10-pound weight. So, yeah, man, if you guys have any other suggestions on how I should beat the shit out of these right here to make them possibly go off, let me know, man. I will do it. I will do it. And times, yeah, I've dropped it on the back, dropped it on the front, the side. Yeah, man, I don't know what else to do other than say that I trust these 365s, man. I really would. I really would. And like I was saying before, like, when it comes to 320s, it's like, I don't know what to think, because there's so many differences in opinions, so many people saying that it's gonna go off, and then I'll see videos where officers are still carrying it, so it's a little tough one. It's a little tough. Now, that 320, was it that 320 X10 Legion, I believe? That thing is,
I'll put my Mexican flag down for my barracks. If you tell
And all tungsten gray. Ooh, man. I'd consider that. I'd really consider that.
They never told me to put it down ever again.
I think there's a... I think they even came out with their newer version. It's like called like an MOD or something like that.
Get that fucker with night wash.
That'd be something I would I'd possibly consider. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, back to the 365, like, I really don't know what else I could do to it to try to make it go off. I feel like these things are built very, very well. They're built very well, and I think that Sig learned off of some of their mistakes with the 320 and took it and brought it into this 365 here. Because this little motherfucker seems reliable. It really, really does. I can carry this thing and know that it's not going to go off on me. I can carry this thing and know that it's going to bang every single time. Yeah, man, I would recommend anybody this old nice piece here. If your Sig handguns are reliable after all your tests, the only way you could make it go off is by hitting it is tampering with the striker assembly. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But when you get this thing right out the box like this, you know, and you drop it or beat it or whatever, just like I have, it's not gonna go off.
Very intense, interesting piece of information.
It is not gonna go off. So
We are getting into it.
yeah, you can take that with a grain of salt. This is old Sig Sauer. Everybody knows about Sig Sauer. And I know a lot of people would choose Glock over Sig any day of the week. And that's okay. Because I still like my Sig.
That's why these ice agents,
Great.
they're better protected like this thing because
A great addition. So
they are bro, the way Justin
yeah, man, if you were ever
on this podcast, bro,
thinking about a 365, don't hesitate. Do not hesitate at all.
deportation was
Great.
potentially in your future.
Very, very modular as well.
Right?
You can do a lot to it.
He's been convicted.
Because they got a removable FCU.
And but you know, these men get out.
So with that removable FCU, you can kind of build that shit into your own little dope setup if you want. I choose Canic before both. That's what's up. That's cool. Can't go wrong with Canic, man. Canic's is fucking coming out with some fire. Canic is really coming out with that heat, man. I would trust a Taurus G3C before a Glock. How many Glocks have jammed on me? I'm cool. Yup, that's true, man. Glocks don't jam. Glocks do jam. In fact, I made a video of it, of a couple police officers that were in a officer-involved shooting incident. Both had Glocks, and both had malfunctions. And they say Glocks don't jam. The fuck they don't?
Because somebody with papers goes and gets dropped down the street. Legit, you know, Walmart, talking this shit.
Right, 2000 says, Lil Cody, I didn't want to pick between Glock and Canic, so I bought both of them. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. I wouldn't even buy a revolver because I've had almost 6 different Smith & Wesson revolvers and all of them jammed on me. What? Even the revolvers jammed on you? Damn, Lil Cody, you got bad luck, my boy. You got a revolver jam on you?
The Statue of Liberty.
Shit.
Are they gonna deport the Statue of Liberty too, or what? Like,
Cascado. Glocks are for the young niggas.
yeah.
Oh shit, they're for the YNs.
Hey, man,
That's
yeah,
funny.
what are we doing, bro? The
Well, it's the Glocks with the
are
switches.
heart and soul of the country, bro. This country was
But
built
damn,
on
this
the
canic trigger is.
free range
Ooh,
on slavery, bro.
this
All
is
the
butter right
shit,
here.
you know what I mean?
Well, they say there was a good post that said
Never had a problem
slavery took the land, but immigrants
with a Taurus
took the land.
Made it beautiful.
G3C besides an aftermarket mag. Oh shit. Yeah, Tauruses are a great. Those are a great option for your first like everyday carry. Or shit, just an everyday carry in general, man. Those are a great option. So a lot of people, especially a lot of big YouTubers, like to take shits all over Taurus, but Taurus is a great choice. Taurus is a great choice. Them things go bang every time, and I don't know if it's me or not, but you don't really hear about Taurus's jamming. I don't know. I've never heard of a Taurus jam. Have you? Is a black powder revolver valid for everyday carry? Oh shit. Hell yeah, black powder revolver is shit. A fucking knife or a slingshot, for that matter, is worthy for everyday carry. So hell yeah, man. Something is always better than nothing. A gun you can have sit for months and still shoot no problem. Yep. That's my Sig Sauer right there, little Cody. My Sig Sauer, I can have it sit in the safe for months, and the moment I pull it out, works like butter every time. I have all the CS Taurus. Not heard the CS Taurus have jam, like the G3s have jam. Shit. Yeah, see, you don't really hear too much about Taurus's jamming.
The flip side of maybe the other side of the country, right?
Shit, one of my first guns was the Taurus G2C. That thing was a dope little setup, man. Great little starter pistol. You gotta keep in mind, a lot of people, for their first purchase, don't have $500, $600, $700. I didn't at the time. When it was my first purchase, I didn't have $700. I had a budget. My budget was $350, and that's where that G2C fell into place. So, and that thing worked every time. On the bright side, black powder weapons are not considered firearms under federal law, so you can buy them online and have them shipped to your home. Damn. Hell yeah. The only thing is, it's gonna take you forever to load. You're gonna be able to get one round off, and then you're gonna have to fucking load that shit up every fucking time by hand, and it's gonna be a pain. 308s for the house, and 1858 Army, and 45 ACP for camping. Oh yeah. 45 ACP, that's dope, man. Black powder conversion cylinders are amazing. Oh shit. But yeah, man, shit. Black powder revolver, black powder is better than fucking nothing. Shit. A fucking slingshot, a knife is better than nothing. I'd rather have a 308 for camping and a 45 for every day. Oh shit. Yeah, 308 for camping. Ooh, fuck yeah. Take anything down with that.
Everybody loved he was gonna drop his age on the
Oh, shit. I mean,
36 in, got to number one.
What kind of 45 is it? I feel like 3A has a chance to get you more food far from. Hell yeah. Shit, you can take down a take down anything in that 308.
I swear to God, and everything I motherfucking love, the life that I was living in, the road I was going down, I for sure wanted to be dead before then. You know what I mean? And then I started thriving and surviving.
Oh yeah, especially if you're out there, man. If you're out there camping,
and the people around me and shit.
308 is what it is.
Hey, dog, damn, I've been here 48 years, bro. You know, and man, this
Shit.
motherfucking
We're gonna take down fucking bears, ox.
And I'm not fucking learning, bro. You know what I mean?
Shit.
In the political
Bigfoot.
world, shit, I say I'm 48 on the streets, but in the political
you
world,
name
I'm
it.
fucking newborn, bro. Straight up, dog.
Cause you know a 5.56 ain't gonna take down Bigfoot.
You're
gonna need at least a 308. Minimum. Cause that motherfucker's big. That fool's 7 feet tall.
Don't say your age. Ever since I talked about boning his mom, bro.
Oh,
She's fine, bro. She's super fine, bro.
this fool.
Bad, bro. You know what I mean? He might be my son. We're still trying to whip him.
So what do you guys think between Glock versus Sig? What's better? Aha, Glock versus Sig.
It's all good. It's all love right here. Hey, check it out, dog. It's a tough crowd, baby. It's a tough crowd, dog. They gonna tell you how they feel all the time.
Damn, this fucking canopy is fucking sweet, man.
Keep it going, bro. Talking
Daniel defense.
If you can't tell a motherfucker right next to you,
Only thing is that fucking Daniel defense is overpriced, man. It is overpriced. They could have came down like came down like 500, bro. Why? Shit. Name your price all day, every day. Sig, yeah, that's what's up. With the 716 I in 308. Damn. Big old beast of a 308.
Real quick question for every artist, she's still up too. In every revolutionary time, you always have an artist that mixes and says,
Oh my God.
revolutionary music. Are you working on that right now?
I mean, I'm just gonna say I've been doing that.
Revolutionary
Talking
time.
about culture, talking about the community, talking about politics. I have a song called Black Hearts, and I talk about. I made it during Trump's last term, and I started this song off by saying, "My city got problems, Mr. President. Why don't you solve them? Why you choose to cause division with precision, work persistence, and pace and fucking work it."
Ah, chicken's whack.
Some people live like they ain't worth the shit.
She looks woke.
Smoke and tweak and coke and Percocet and it's upsetting. And the song goes on, she just talk about the state of the world. So absolutely, I'm absolutely writing about this.
If you had end of the gun or end of the world gun, and you could choose to a rifle and a handgun, what would it be? Damn. What would I choose? I'd choose this here Glock 45C, and for the rifle, it'd be a 308. That's what I would choose. It'd be a 308, and it would be this Glock 45C right here. That's what I choose, man. I'd choose that, and I would be so happy. What do you think about the ICE protest / raid? What do I think? Oh man. You guys really want to hear my opinion on what I think? I think this shit was gonna happen. This is the type of shit that Trump was talking about. What he was gonna do. But the real
my dad is an American
real
now.
question is,
Months ago. Yeah, it's amazing.
who's gonna give Joe Biden shit for letting all these fucking people in here and not doing anything for them? He let in all these fucking people, or they let in all these people in here, and they didn't give them a fucking plan. So now all these people are basically gonna have to fucking go back, unfortunately. And it sucks because there's a lot of hard-working people who are here, who are going to get sent back. There's a lot of families that are going to be broken up apart. Well, a lot of families. But at the same time, it's like when, like, look, I'm in construction, right? And a lot of my guys are, they're illegals. I'm gonna admit that shit. A lot of them are illegals, and a lot of them are fucking great guys. A lot of them are good guys. But even they know that they are in here illegal. Before all of this bullshit going on, even before this Trump shit, they would talk about like, fuck, I can't even drive drunk. They would say that how they can't drive drunk because they're illegal, and when they get caught up, they get sent back. So even before all this bullshit, they knew already that they were illegal. The only difference is now that they're actually going after all these people now. They're starting to clean shit up, and I think that's what a lot of people fucking dislike. I was just in my state, green vest and all, black SUV raiding these drug dealers. And the plate said United States of America. Damn. Yeah, they're doing a lot of shit. And this shit wouldn't have happened if they would have just came out with some fucking kind of plan before. So, yeah, man, it sucks what's happening. That shit really sucks. Plenty stored for both 308, big game, and 9 for small, close range shots. Yeah, keep the 9, man. Keep that 9. Keep a lot of the 9.
But in my personal perspective, it was because he's been here for a while, because I know a lot of other people who are from Mexico and other countries.
So we're wasting tax dollars on stupid shit while we need new roads. Yeah, man, we do, man. We need a lot of new roads. Our roads are all fucked up, man.
And they say that themselves. They say, oh yeah, I know people in Mexico and Argentina or whatever. Like, it's so much easier for my homie from Spain.
Let's go. You can charge more every day. All the cheap workers are leaving. Damn. That's one thing you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. That's something that I was thinking about too. I'm like, fuck, just imagine, like, you know, just imagine if we actually have a labor shortage over here, like, people like me are actually gonna come up. I'm gonna come up because I'm still gonna have people here. You're gonna have less people, but I'm still gonna have people here. And if we're all experiencing a labor shortage, then this is like the housing market. It's gonna be like the housing market, where you get to charge whatever the fuck you want and people are gonna pay it. So if we end up having a labor shortage, damn, I'm gonna be even more richer than what I am. And to think that tax shit will fix it, but it will last 2 weeks. Some of the riots are crazy. Hopefully you're not in a city that's known for protesting. Shit, I'm in Texas, man. I'm in Austin, and they try to do that little protest over here real quick, like they were doing it in LA. And a lot of them dumbasses got arrested really quick. Because out in Texas here, man, these cops don't play no games. They don't fuck around. They were waiting for They're waiting for all these little protests to come over here too, so they can show people that this ain't the place. This is not the place. Well, you know, yeah, it does suck because there's a lot of people being torn apart. It fucking sucks. But this shit wouldn't have happened if somebody else would have came up with a fucking plan. Thoughts on the Texas THC ban? Oh, I got some insight for you. There's not going to be a ban. They're playing politics, my boy. Why do you think Abbott hasn't signed it yet? You know what? He's up for election, so what he's trying to do, this is a little shit that they're playing politics. Plain and simple, right? So Dan Patrick sent this out to bait people. Oh shit, they're gonna ban THC here in Texas. So this got all these people woken up, all these activists, all these people sending in letters and shit like that. Abbott was like, all right, hold my beer, dog. Just hold my beer. Watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mess with these people. I'm gonna let them think that I'm gonna sign it, but then I'm gonna play some games with them. And I'm gonna tell them stuff like, we're gonna review everything. But he's not gonna sign it. Because what he's gonna do is he's gonna say that after, he's gonna say that there's so many people who came in and protested against it that he's not gonna sign it. And when he does that, that's when he's gonna get more supporters from the left. Because the left hates his ass. They fucking hate his ass. The only people who support Abbott out here in Texas is the right. So this is it's a little bullshit politics game that they're playing. He's not gonna sign it. So there's not gonna be no THC ban here in Texas. So hopefully that answers your question, Mr. Cascado. A lot of the riots seem to be very well organized and funded. A definitely large money trail with these riots. You know how you can tell that a lot of these riots are funded and organized? Because these people are waving Palestine flags and they have those fucking those like terrorist masks on covering their face and they're wearing all black. That's how you can tell that there's a lot of outside agitators at those fucking riots. Like whenever you see somebody reporting on those, you see these little dumb skinny weirdos wearing all black with a mask on. Those are the people who are causing all the destruction and tearing the shit up. Those are the people who are making it, worse for the people who live in that fucking state. Because those are the people who are outside agitators, those people who are coming in and getting paid to cause all that fucking destruction. So, yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad what's going on over there. It's not making anything better, too, with all them little lame-ass protests that they're doing. Not making anything better. Ain't no way it's the country we live in. We need the Hearing Protection Act. Hell yeah.
Because they're too worried about what their followers.
No fundings. Just hoodlums doing hoodlum shit. Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck's going on. That's exactly what's going on. These people just fucking bullshitting and just taking advantage of this whole situation. It sucks because there's a lot of businesses that are getting destroyed. There's going to be a lot of people who don't have jobs after this because of the businesses that were looted and shit like that. Businesses ain't going to recover because of that. So what's a cascading effect? It doesn't just affect one person, it affects it affects the whole community when they do fucking dumb shit like that. So yeah, man, you just gotta keep that shit in mind whenever you're out there protesting and trying to light shit on fire.
To go to the grocery store. You have people that are afraid to go to work. But yet people continue
Not good, not good.
disregard them because they're not in some fucking stupid political narrative that they want to push them in. You have a lot of conservatives that keep saying that discussions like this are stupid. They keep insinuating that protesting is stupid when I think it's extremely powerful.
No, the way that you guys are protesting is stupid. The real way to protest is the way that Martin Luther King did it. Million Man March. That was a real protest. The way that these people are going about it in LA, that's not a protest. They're destroying shit.
Why the fuck is the government throwing people in the fields, the people that pick our food and vegetables? Why are they running? Why are they running? That's bullshit. So I'm here because I'm hoping that people can get together and create a solution. I hear people saying, these are our circumstances. I refuse to believe that we're all stuck in some fucked up circumstances where we can't educate our parents, we can't educate our grandparents, when in reality most of us are fucked up. We know that our elders can't do a lot of stuff, so why aren't we supporting them? If they don't speak Spanish, if they don't speak English,
Northern Cardinal, what up, my boy?
if they want to get their citizenship and if they have rights to get to these different classes, why aren't we offering it to them? Or people in our communities, why aren't we being proactive?
Because you guys don't care about your own community, that's why. You guys don't care about your own community up until it's too late. Why couldn't you guys do all this stuff before?
Putting up signs to report an illegal alien. Who the fuck is anyone to create a sign like we're some fucking animal? There's signs that are being posted. Report an alien.
Did you check out the AR-7? Yeah, I did.
We're not fucking dogs.
Pretty old
We're
school.
human beings. And people need to start treating us. Again, I have conservative values, and I know I'm going to get shit.
Pretty old school. Pretty dope, though.
I don't give a fuck. And I probably just find swearing, but
Yeah, also, you might get shit out of the chat, just join the chat right here. It's cool, but
no,
we're all respecting each other's
it's
opinions.
not that. A lot of conservatives up there. But
That's because
I have to shut that chick up. So yeah, we're just talking about these good old Sig Sauers and Glocks, man. What you think about Sig and Glock?
You could be conservative and still care.
What do you guys think is a better choice for an everyday carry?
when it's addressing this issue, if you're looking to see how most people are addressing it, they're disregarding people. They're disregarding. And you know what? Our fucking vote is going to be the big vote on the next election cycle. Whether people refuse to see it or not.
What would you choose and why? Let's hear your choices.
People start appreciating us because we are supposed to be appreciated instead of looking down upon us.
Some of these thoughts and
But
opinions
as
on
a
these
community, we
Glock
have
versus
to come
Sig.
together and put our differences aside because
what do you guys think is better?
so many people, they need us. They need us. Okay? One of my neighbors, I talked about the graduation. She helped raise her grandson. The mother's not there. Why can my neighbor not be allowed to go and see her grandbaby graduate because she thinks she's going to get picked up? Or her husband because he works in a freaking place that continues to get raped.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I asked
A lot of that victim mentality stuff, man. Why are these guys so victim mentality like?
Right now, real shit, we in church. And I love your emotion. Because without emotion, you don't speak of it.
Have you ever seen a YouTube channel called Black Scout Survival? Black Scout Survival. Kinda sounds familiar. I may have.
A lot of people are feeling like you guys. A lot of people who consider themselves to be
Yeah,
or side with the
let me
right
see.
side, they
Trying
are
to think.
very upset.
Because it
about
sounds pretty
what's going
familiar.
on.
It really does.
You guys are not the ones. So personally, I know you're saying like, oh, bring your shit out, and that's what this was saying too, but I think it's really good that you guys are saying, because that's how so many people feel right now. Because they were opening up this conversation so other people can say, damn, I did fuck up, they got me. And, you know,
sometimes it's litigation.
Yeah, we all need it.
Yeah, I'm just practicing my dry fire right now. There's times where I'm dry firing and I notice it when I pull the trigger. There's times where I'll give it a slight little jolt. I'll notice my dot will move a little bit. So that helps me. That helps me with my grip. I don't know if any of you guys dry fire. I think dry firing is pretty important. I think dry firing is like, it's one of the fundamentals of carrying and practicing. It's fucking dry firing. Because you also get a good feel, you trigger. You get a good feel of when you press that trigger, how much it moves.
This is life. This is life, bro. Like, straight up, this is life, bro. The high, the
Damn, man, this fucking Canic is, this Canic is really badass. Really, really badass.
Like, this is life, bro. Without all of this,
especially dry firing this Canic trigger.
Creates history in life,
sweet.
Personal or global, or then we're not living, bro. So thank God we're living a good life right now. If you're alive right now, bro, and you're able to hear this, and you're able to your emotions turn a certain way and shit, you're living life. You're alive, my dog. So be happy for that, bro. I just wanted to say a little bit of silver lining. Bullshit, you know what I mean? We're living life.
Absolutely. We're feeling, we're letting ourselves exist. We're letting ourselves experience this moment. You know, a lot of people are just at home, not looking at anything because it's just unbearable. But the people here, we're all experiencing this moment and we're all trying to shape it. And that's what we're doing, by being proactive about it, by being here, of going to the protest, by posting about it online, by educating our people. You know, these are really important steps and we're all taking a suggestion. I think it'd be good for people to try to talk about immigration reform. I mean, I don't care if this man made his statement. There's a lot of activists that have been trying to push for immigration reform. Unfortunately, that particular thing doesn't get highlighted.
Shit.
Yeah, you're right. And I agree. Has any help when you start talking about immigration reform? You start educating people about the immigration process, which most people don't understand how hard it is.
And you know, but you know why most people don't in the United States? Because most people don't have to deal with them. And so sometimes once again, going back to what I originally said, if it doesn't affect you, then I think it might be human nature that you sometimes potentially look past it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not in a like just innocent, but past it. You know? And so but this is an awakening to all of us that immigration is humanity. You know what I mean? People's lives ain't to be fucked with or played with, especially when they
yeah, I know, but there's a right way to go about it and there's a wrong way to go about it.
And you know, earlier you were asking,
when you go the right way about it, then you won't be dealing with any of these repercussions or consequences that are going on right now.
A lot of things that no Americans want to do, even children Americans don't want to do. They're cooking in the back of the restaurants, sweating. You know, they're changing your dirty sheets at the hotel. They're on their hands and knees cleaning your fucking toilets. They're in the fields inhaling pesticides all day, picking your fruit. They're doing all these jobs that no Americans want to do.
Yeah, so, and Americans will eventually do those jobs if nobody else is doing them.
But there's so many things that they're doing that Americans feel too good to do, or don't want to do, or are not getting paid enough, or whatever the reason may be. And that's fine. But I just think it's important for us to talk about that because people need to realize how important all of those jobs are for the economy, our economy, is a structure, and there's people at the bottom, and there's people in the middle, and there's people on the top. And if you eliminate the bottom tier, the whole thing's gonna fucking fall.
Collapse. Yes. Gregory, I know you gotta be somewhere, but we just take phone calls.
Okay, sure.
Let's do a phone. Let's go on phone calls.
I never do phone calls. Ever. I think this is gonna be the first time.
Nobody's gonna disrespect us. Everybody calls in and
Yeah, they are. They're gonna say that she's a dumbass woke
I'm gonna
chick.
do an API slap the screen on me. Grab your booty, grab your girl's titty.
Damn.
The AIT,
The AI titty, bro.
screaming.
Daddy, your dog, thank you so much, Daddy. I appreciate you.
Thanks so much. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Shout out to her.
Santa Ana, baby.
Hell yeah. A lot of percentage.
Let's go here. We go for it. Baba. Hey, you're live on Hood Stars. Talk to us.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's funny. People are fucking hard.
Yes, sir. Education is key, bro.
It's dangerous.
Thank you so much, my boy. No violence, bro. Peaceful protest.
The next thing to get out, they're taking our people. All those people that are out there right now hiding, they're counting on us, bro.
Yeah, see this, because none of those guys are peacefully protesting. They're fucking destroying all kinds of shit. So it'd be different. It'd be different if it was really like a real, true, peaceful protest, but it's not. So they're fucking messing it up for everybody.
Hey, you're on Hood Stars. Talk to us. Wait, what up, my dog? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Mikey from San Diego.
San Diego in the house. Mikey, what's up, though?
Hey, homie. Serious note, though. Do we really care about this fight, though, homie? You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Not disrespecting. Now, listen, homie. Now, listen.
Come on. Exactly.
These are the same fools that our whole life told us we weren't Mexican.
Damn.
I haven't had that experience. Whenever I go to Mexico, the people that live in Mexico, that are born and raised in Mexico, they're so nice. They're so nice to Americans.
out there
So I don't know
But
why
yeah,
people
it
say that.
is true, though.
I've never experienced that. And I've been to a lot of places in Mexico, and I've never had that
Yeah,
experience.
if you're part Mexican, the real Mexicans, they look down on you.
It's kind of like Paisas don't like Chicanos, bro. That's known, bro. That's known, bro. That's known, bro.
Yeah, it
I've
is.
spoken that in the past. I've spoken that in the past before, and just because
Yeah, the Paisas don't like Chicanos.
in real time. I mean, I'm not gonna say what I haven't said in the past, and that's a known fact. That come on, bro, you go to Mexico, bro, you getting jacked the fuck up.
Hell yeah,
Shook
real
the fuck
quick.
down, dog.
This
Hey,
is,
I got it.
that's real shit. That's real. This is so lucky. Like, this ain't for the paisas.
As a
No,
Mexicano,
this
let
was
me speak on
kids.
that.
The families, the
But
families.
the Paisas have families, so.
For sure.
As a Mexicano, I'm gonna speak.
They're criticizing you down to the last word, dog.
Hold on. Let's
Let
speak
the
on
homie
it.
speak real quick. He's gonna give you a rebuttal.
As a Mexicano con raíces Zacatecas right here, let me tell you, yes, look at us like pochos, right? Pochos. That means that we don't really understand their language
Yo,
100%. They look at us with privileges. We have privileges, and those
Yeah.
privileges, they fall heavy on them. They just fall heavy. So the same way we feel that Israel ain't getting no shit because they're waving their flag, but we get shit because we're waving our flag, is the way they feel.
Yeah, but nobody,
It's the same
as an
shit.
American,
The same shit we feel when
as an
someone
American,
with
we don't
blonde
give a
hair,
fuck
blue
about
eyes,
Israel.
is not gonna get pulled over and their life's at risk. that heaviness we feel when we see the fucking silence behind us.
Like as
heart starts
Americans, we
pumping
don't
like
give a fuck about it. We're
get my
really
fucking
thinking about
voice on
ourselves.
because I want to survive.
It's called animosity.
Same
dog.
shit. It's the same shit.
So there's animosity within all sections
Exactly.
of culture.
But what happens when you go down there? They're gonna teach you how they live, and then they're gonna teach you, hey, the United States tells you about freedom. We live freedom. We have freedom down here. They have real freedom. You ever
Do you believe they have real freedom down there?
I think
Because
you can't
honestly,
even buy land there.
it seems like it's pretty like.
We're talking about the people in Mexico right now.
It seems like it's pretty scary to live out there if you were to try to move out there.
No, it depends what part and what you're doing.
Okay.
Just like in every country in the world.
That's right.
Depends what city you're going to and what is your job
That's
in
right.
that city.
And what you're
What
doing
are you
there.
doing?
Yeah, if you're a thug, you'll be
Every
you're a
time I
thug.
hear-
Get
I
your thug
don't,
shit
I don't like
anywhere.
to be
You know what I'm
scared
saying?
about nothing, bro. But I'm just saying outside and what I hear, bro,
No.
and what this motherfucker June tells me right here.
He's in a war zone. He's in a fucking war zone. That's like that much.
So June tells me he's gonna take. June, you say he's gonna take me out, and I'm gonna be the only person to shoot a vlog in what cemetery, bro? Anyway, let's have a conversation.
Brother went to Mexico City and went to a bar and saw a group of well-dressed men guarded by guys with FNP 90s. Oh shit!
They tell us to stay dangerous.
I'm sure they were just some regular businessmen. They're probably coming off of a regular business deal.
How you do that, bro? What the fuck?
That's funny.
Let me tell you, it's more dangerous. If I dropped you out like you...
No, there's a lot of that shit.
My hometown, Zacatecas, Zacatecas.
That's all there is over
If I
there.
drop you off in Louisiana, out of the rural area, country, who's gonna make you feel more dangerous?
Well, I want to tell you, bro. I found
No way,
My son is home, baby.
yes, my Mexican side is
That's right. Hey, by the way, the Zacatecas was named by the indigenous people of Zacateco. That's right.
Let's get this next phone call. Thank you for calling, my dog. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us, dog.
Is it that hard? People always say that last word is stupid motherfucker because you lost the whole human element behind this bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, for real, dog. Fucking really. Like, hey, let me tell you something. Like, one time here with predominantly like the real and shit like that I grew up. When my mom and dad like fucking taking me to the field and all the little kids because they had nobody to babysit me. My mom and dad came here at 15 years old as teenagers when they had me in 1986 and fucking the van, they've been nothing but fucking elevated, done the right shit for people shit. Doesn't mean that none of these people are fucking criminals or anything. The way that they're fucking living is straight bullshit.
Yep.
Reminds me not Germany to be what you know what I mean to a certain degree. So my dad has never been arrested, he's never been fucking he's never even been alcohol, bro, but it's not I'm the fucking full of time.
You sound like the fuck up the family.
Stand on it, baby.
I'm about to crash out. Crash the fuck out. dog.
That's why I fuck with hood stocks, fool.
That's
Yeah,
right.
bro. It's safe. Man. We good.
My brother's friend from there said he's a cartel boss and don't look in his direction. Hell yeah.
Go protest on Saturday,
Not looking
fool.
at
That's right. Take that energy on Saturday.
Pull up on
You might
Saturday,
get it
fool,
too.
we outside.
Oh, I'm gonna be one of the fuckers with the helmet getting arrested with my arm.
Hey, thanks for watching. Careful, careful.
Next phone call. Appreciate you. Love, brother, love. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, brother, this is Esteban out of Fresno, man.
Fresno in the house. Let's go, baby.
Fresno.
Nothing but love for Fresno. Let's go.
Just want to show respect to everybody that was on your panel today. It's been a good podcast, one of the best. I just want to say
One of the best.
much love to our laptop and our history.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah,
right.
thank you, brother. Appreciate you, dog. Thank you for calling in.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, man? My name's Dante. I'm a white boy from San Diego.
White boy from San Diego. Let's go. Hold on real quick, bro. Hold on. What's your name?
Ghost.
My name's Dante. I want to show my support. All the homies out there, also the immigrants, all the struggle that everyone
All
goes through right
homies
now.
out there, all the immigrants.
And the Trump administration really messed up.
Yeah, Trump, baby.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Jonathan. Did you vote for Trump?
No.
No.
I'm
Okay.
felon.
No, bro. People tell me that all the time. I'm a felon, bro, and I was able to vote, bro.
Now you can't vote. Ken, bro. Hey, bro, don't say that shit on there. Don't say that shit on there, bro.
Bro, I'm not worried about saying anything on there, bro. Especially that, and that's a known fact, bro. Everybody always tells me I'm a felon, I can't vote, bro. Homie, I got strikes and all that
Well,
shit.
you
bro.
could in California. It's different. When you're in California and you're a felon, yes, you can vote. You can even vote if you're illegal because they don't ask for
Puerto Ricans have a law
ID.
from the other states that allows you to vote after you've done your time and you're completely cleared.
Well, I'll tell you this: the first time that I've ever voted in my life was just this time, bro. And I'm sorry for making the first vote ever the worst vote ever. But I'll say this, bro. I mean, you know what? I just kind of like, slipping up on my game. You know what I mean? I was doing a lot of petiques. You know what I mean? I was hanging out with these Lexit dudes, dog. You know what I mean? They're brainwashing me, dog. You know what life got me? Life got me and what's in front of my face, bro. And honestly, I'll tell you this, dog. There's no way in hell I would have voted for Kamala Harris, bro.
Nah.
Bro, come on, dog. It's crazy, dog. So at the end of the day, what I wish I would have done is just not voted, period. You know? Hey, we're back to you. Hey, thank you for calling, bro. See you later, bro. You're on Hood Socks. Talk to him. Let's go, baby. Game time. South Central. Let's go, Jumbo.
I'm not a Trump supporter. I didn't vote for him the first time around. The second time around, I just felt like.
When I think of the cartel guy, cartel gunman, I think of guys beat up AKs in real life. They're going fancy with the FNP 90s. Oh yeah, that's all. That's what they're all about. They're all about fucking being fancy and showing off and shit like that. Oh yeah. That's why they got them golden fucking. They got those golden 1911s and golden AKs.
Sometimes people, bro, I am the most apologetic person I've ever met in my life, bro, myself, dog. You know what I mean? Like, when I fuck up, I own my shit, bro, because I've done it so many goddamn times. It's ridiculous, and it's in my DNA to admit when I'm wrong, bro. And, fuck, if I'm right, I'd love to admit that shit, too. You know what I mean? Don't play with it. But, thank you for calling in, brother, and saying, hey, I voted for Trump, and damn, go ahead, sorry.
I'm stuck in a situation where I want to regret it, but I don't.
Damn, look at these people. I want to regret it. I don't regret it at all. I know that's my decision, and I'm sticking to it. I don't regret it.
You know what I want to say this?
Don't regret it at all, man.
100%.
And I don't think people should fucking regret it either.
Be able to say this or want to say this because it's such a hard time.
And I think the people who are regretting it, those are the fake supporters. Those are the fake ass ones right there. Those ain't the real ones. Those are the people that'll switch up on you when fucking times get tough. That's what it seems like. It seems like times are getting tough, and now people are starting to. It's a shame. That's not integrity right there.
It's always at somebody's expense. It's war. War is blood. The most vulnerable. Yeah,
that's crazy. All these people switching up like a Glock to a Sig. Let's see, what should I carry? Nah, bad guys can have full auto FN P90s, but me as a law-abiding citizen, I can't. Damn, I know that sucks. That sucks. There's always workarounds, right? 2000. There's always workarounds. There's always loopholes. It's like a FRT trigger, wonk wonk. That'd be the closest to an automatic that you can get without having to fucking file paper. Get you an FRT.
Because I gotta pick this bitch up every single time because it controls me, dog. So
and I was even on shit, even something on my YouTube feed popped up the other day where this dude he said he put a legal switch that he bought off the shelf into his Smith & Wesson. So they have these legal switches now. These switches that you can just buy off the shelf, I guess. Pretty crazy. So yeah, there's always workarounds. Always these little fucking workarounds, right? 2000. Fully auto, but you get something that's very, very close. I don't think they make the FRTs for the P90s. No, but shit. Snap it into an AR platform rifle. You'll be good.
They had a choice not to follow orders by a...
What up, my boy Axel?
This is the choice they made.
How you doing? Appreciate you tuning in.
That's their oath. They give an oath to protect the people by anyone who's breaking the law.
Just right here.
It could be the chief.
Shooting the shit, talking all bullshit like usual. How you doing tonight?
White supremacists for sure. White supremacists for sure. And then some coconuts in it that they really look at themselves with that angle view, even though they will never be accepted. Look at where
just right here watching this podcast, how people are switching it up.
Bullets were real, bro.
Oh, you can see it in their eyes. You can see that trigger.
See how these people are
shot the girl, a white
trying to tap out. Times are getting tough.
He just straight bam. Straight.
Yeah, bro. They're out there angry, bro. Yeah, there's those Chicanos, wearing the uniform or whatever. And yeah, they feel some type of way. Yeah, they feel some type of way. But bro, the ones that are sitting there.
Yes, sir. Hey, here's a question. What's the one time you wouldn't have a gun with you? What's the one time that I wouldn't? The one time that I don't. When I'm having sex. That's the only time I don't carry it with me. Because even when I take a shit, I have it right there with me. Even when I'm on the shitter, I'm fucking dry firing or something. So to answer your question is only way when I'm getting busy. That's the only time I don't have my GUN with me. It's when I'm getting busy. Yeah, I think that's the only time because I carry it with me everywhere. And when I mean everywhere, I mean everywhere. Except for buildings with like metal detectors and shit like that. But when it comes to those, those signs where they say you can't carry, concealed or outside the waist. Because there are some establishments that just say that you cannot carry, period. But for me, I take those as suggestions because those aren't actually the law. So whenever I see one of those signs, I just laugh. Does your wife support the gun purchases? Yeah, she does. She ain't got no other choice. Cause this is my little hobby. Guns are my hobby. Guns are how I have my fun. Because I got a bunch of girls in the house. So this is all I have. My guns and my phone. So yeah, they support me. She's bought me an AK-47 last year. Damn, hell yeah, that's fucking dope. Yeah, my wife bought me hearing protection and she's bought me a few other little small little things that come in handy for the range and stuff like that.
And you know what? I wanted to go back to a point that you made about like these ice agents.
But yeah, she's kind of afraid of guns. I tried to take her shooting a couple times and she only just likes to pop off a couple and that's it. She gets too scared. But I'm easing it into her little by little. But that's dope, man. Your wife got you an AK last year or last anniversary. That's fucking badass, man. Yeah, I think if my wife knew more about firearms, she'd probably get me one too.
Appreciative of that, you know, and I don't have any moments where I'm like, oh,
when I start dating, I have to make sure she's not anti-gun. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, it's true, man. Because there's times where fucking girls will really take that shit fucking serious. Like, you know, there's some women who are anti-gun or like, you know, anti-Trump even. I've heard girls say that they won't date certain men because of their religious, their, you know, political beliefs. You know, and even there's even girls that are anti-gun that won't even date dudes that like shooting. They think that's what is that? Toxic masculinity is what they call it. They call that toxic masculinity behavior. Pretty crazy. Same with mine. Girls are just like, I bought mine a Shield Plus and everything to take her shooting and she just can't get over being scared. All good though. Yeah, hell yeah, exact same with mine, actually. She shot a few times, but yeah, the same shit. She just can't get over being a little scared. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty normal with the women too. So, yeah, that's pretty dope, man. I'm glad I ain't the only one. All I can do is pray the day never comes where she wishes she has one and doesn't. Yeah, for real, man. And you know what's crazy too with me and my wife, like, 'cause she knows that I carry it with me everywhere. And there was one situation where we had where I kind of had to pull it out a little bit because we had a dog that was coming and started attacking my little dog and her at the same time. And this was a pretty big dog. So I was gonna shoot that fucker in his leg. But she, you know, that right there, like, kind of reminded her that, you know, like she even said, like, if she was by herself, if she didn't have anything with her, she would have been very worried because she would have been defenseless. She would have been completely defenseless, and that dog would have destroyed my dog and, you know, would have bit her. So these things do come in handy, man. When I do date, I have to be careful when I tell them about my firearms hobby. Damn, you shouldn't, right? Fuck that, man. Fuck no, you gotta be straightforward from the get-go. Straightforward 100%. And you'll see where they really stand. don't ease into that shit or none of that. Be straightforward with them. Be like, look it, I fucking love guns and I love Trump and I love God. Most of the fucking chicks, a lot of these chicks are Democrat thinking nowadays, so yeah, it might just end up turning them the other way.
And funding the cartel.
It's crazy. It's crazy what times we are in.
Okay, let me answer that. And they're for catching criminal activity.
But yeah, that's pretty insane how you have to hide that type of stuff, like, you know, hobbies about, like,
is that their job?
you know, like,
Or
or
you have another
like
agency in
religious,
charge of that.
or even like personal business. I've lost a few friends already just because of my political beliefs, man. I've lost a few friends already, man. People that were like, "What? You voted for him?" And I'm like, "Yeah. Why? What's the problem?" Oh my God. And then slowly start to never hear from these people again. So, I don't give a fuck. I like to be straightforward. It's better that way. Fuck beating around the bush and all that stuff. So. Oh yeah, definitely. Be straightforward, man. For real.
All the homies are in the pad. Oh, if you got Lawrence, that's what it is too. Right? That's the way it goes.
That's you gotta fucking
But that
gotta
is not
watch what
necessarily
you
the
say.
case. That might be the case in certain sections, bro. But if you're
A lot of these women are anti-gun.
that's right. You know what I mean? What's happening here, dog, is they don't even have a name. They are
Captured by
going,
fucking all the bullshit that's going on today, man.
car washes. Home Depot parking lots. Bro, check it out. I'm gonna tell you this, dog. My pops, I'm gonna say this again. My pops is a Russian Jew. He voted for Trump, and he looked at me. He came to the crib of the day, and I wanted to fuck with him. I was like, "What's this fool really think?" And I asked him, I was like, "This fool out of control, man. This fool out of line. This fool doing some grimy ass shit." He said, "You know what? I'm off for this, man. This shit right here is fucked up. I mean, this is from an 80-year-old fucking man who voted for this man. You know what I mean? And we back to right and wrong, bro. We back to it's just right and wrong. It's basic math, dog.
I get it, and I want to make it clear that
My family really isn't into firearms. I'm the lone survivor with the gun hobby in our household. Oh man, that's cool. Shit, well I'm the only firearms lover in my house too. So in my household, my brother-in-law loves guns. My brothers, they all fucking love guns. So they all have a bunch of them. So that's what's pretty cool. Like me and my brothers can sit there and talk shit about our guns and compare our guns. That's pretty cool. And it's funny because with my brothers, like they have brands that I won't get, and you know it's vice versa. Like I won't get a 1911 because my little brother loves fucking 1911. We got a bunch of 1911s. So yeah, I won't get a 1911 because I won't hear the end of it from him. He's gonna think I'm trying to be just like him, and he won't get a 365. He won't. He says, "Nah, fuck that, because you already have two of them."
That's their job, the National Security Agency.
But yeah, no, I'm the only gun nut in my house too.
There's a security in the front that checks you, right? That's security, right? The United States has their own. It's called.
Tried to get my brother into it, but he never took to it. Damn, that's yeah, I got lucky, man. My fucking brothers are all into guns.
What does ICE stand for? What is ICE? I don't even know what what that stands for.
Actually, that one I don't know off the top of my head.
Let's get the next phone call. We can Google that.
Those people are dumb as fuck that they don't know what ICE stands for. That shit is self-explanatory, you dumbass.
Go ahead, brother. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, let me look at this thing. I have to get no friends on my laptop. Got disconnected for a
You're
second.
gonna get disconnected. We don't have money, but what's happening?
I just wanted to say, you know, when I was a kid, I worked in the field with our Rasta, you know, illegal or not, they were the strongest people that we worked with when I was a kid. When I was a young man, I worked in Texas in the fields with them as well, picking onions, melons, and everything else. And then as a young man as well, I worked at Harris Ranch with Rasta, you know, illegal or not.
Hold on real quick. Let me ask you a question, bro. People don't understand what it is to work that type of job, bro.
Damn right.
You feel me? They hear it. They don't understand what it is to work that. You understand what it is to work that type of job, bro. Like, is that a fun job? Does that come with perks? I mean, do they give you guys, coffee within breaks? I mean, like, are you sitting in the AC? Health benefits? Tell me about that job that feeds Americans, bro.
Yeah, let me put it this way. We work those jobs because of survival.
That's right.
And there's people that would get those jobs and walk out during their first break because they couldn't handle it.
Were they American?
Yeah, well, they were American, but they were Caucasian and other races. But our Rasta stood back and took it.
That's right.
And because that's a means of living, and that's what they have. That's what they have to work with, son. So if this is what you have to work with, this is what's putting food on the table. You're gonna do it with, dignity and honor. You know what I mean? You may not fucking necessarily like it, but you're gonna respect it in a sense, right? So you're gonna do this work with pride and knowing that even though it may not be 100% respected throughout the country, but you know what? You're doing your part in serving the country with produce and so on and so forth, correct?
That's right. That's right. And then over the years, me working those kind of jobs, I have elevated myself to go to school and finding a job with the state. We have some people that are DACA that work for the state, and federal government is trying to send that back to Mexico and stuff like that. It's really jacked up.
And you know what's crazy? That also they keep saying we're focused on the illegal immigrants, but they're now taking people away from their hearings to become a citizen the right way.
That's right.
That's crazy. So it's not about being an illegal immigrant. It's about being brown.
That's right.
No, it's not. Crazy.
I live in a neighborhood that has a bunch of jobs.
Man, these people are crazy. This is a random question. What car do you drive? It's like a Nissan Frontier. Yep, you got it right. That's what I drive. A handy dandy work truck. That's my work truck.
The Rasa Killing Database.
It's my construction supervisor work truck. That's what I use to fucking drive everywhere from job site to job site. That shit has 205,000 running miles. Bought it brand new and just fucking running it from job site to job site. Do all the regular maintenance and shit still runs fucking brand new. Runs fucking brand new. Reminds me of my Tacoma. Reminds me of my Toyota Tacoma. Pretty solid truck. It's good for getting around. Really, really good. Yeah, we bought we bought 3 of them for our company trucks, and these motherfuckers run, man. So they're our company / personal trucks. Yeah.
actually helped Sheila Chavez and Yolanda establish
The only reason I asked, I used to own a Frontier, but so he passed out behind the wheel and totaled my truck. Damn. That sucks.
He was an international union representative for the steel workers.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, no, that's my my handy dandy work truck, man. Thing gets me everywhere. I've driven that thing everywhere.
Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Pretty solid truck.
Esmeralda. Yeah, girl, what's happening? Esmeralda, what's happening?
Hey, what's up? No, I'm just calling in. I didn't really know what to say because it's just so controversial.
Say what's in your heart. Say what's in your heart.
You know, my feeling is that, you know, this is just something to kind of make everyone argue and fight instead of agreeing and disagree and coming to some kind of place whereby it makes something better. We're just sitting here arguing what they want us to do.
No, not right.
Yeah, bro.
We're breaking barriers right
No, we are, because the people in this room right here are united.
That's right.
Straight up, because we understand that after this conversation, we understand that we're here together.
That's right.
This room right here.
That's right.
And so if you're in a room and watching this,
Right, in a bigger
It starts here. It starts in our circle.
But it starts in small circles. It starts in small circles.
I love my Frontier. It was a 2013 SV. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, I got the 2020. The 2020 SV. Same one. Pretty dope setup. I like it.
There's a mother, the homie was walking up and he was showing me a video of her mother. Hold on, let me speak right now. There's a mother.
Okay, so you got beef with the homie at home. No, tell him how this might feel. Esmeralda, you've been calling here for years, and I'm sorry for talking over you because you complained about that you didn't let you, and I'm sorry. But I want to say this though. I want to say this. How do you feel? Say it one time. Say it loud. Say it loud.
No, I just feel like there needs to be a solution to this, but...
And that starts the conversation, bro. That starts the conversation. Exactly.
This is what I'm going to say. This is one thing I'm going to say. I think as Hispanic people, we have to sit ourselves and that we are educating ourselves. Look at Black people. They've come up. Asian people have come up because it goes through this process of making a rush in the legal.
Well, the culture is quiet. The culture is quiet and hard working. You know what I mean? They're not. And I'll say this, if I'm okay to say this being half partially and partially ignorant, thank you, Casey, if you're talking about me.
No, not you.
Okay.
I mean, at least
but I'm just saying,
Mexicans, I mean, they don't get a lot of education.
No, but also, no, they do, bro. They do, and they don't, bro. But I'll say this, just like blacks do and they don't. There's some dumbass black motherfuckers too,
They
bro.
go to
Let's
the
be real.
United States, school system.
Because they can play basketball, bro. You know, higher education and shit. And I don't want to be racist right here, but
Because they can play basketball.
I want to say this, man. You know, like we can figure this shit out. You know what I mean? We can all figure this shit out.
That is too
I had
funny.
a different thought process before I said this right here because I lost my thought process. But I just want to say, like,
Hey, well, let me jump in while you recollect yourself. Now, you're saying we don't educate ourselves. What have I been doing? Have I not been dropping historical facts?
You have educated me so much the past couple hours. I want to say thank you. And I'm sorry that some people obviously are going to perceive this discussion as an argument, but I want to assure that those people know that there has not been anything offensive that has been said. Even when the conservative woman over there was speaking there, we treated her with respect.
That's right.
This has been a conversation, an educated and formal conversation, and I think it's going really well. I don't feel argumentative or attached whatsoever. I think that it's really important for adults to be able to have these tough conversations without feeling offended, without yelling, without getting crazy with each other. This is very important.
It's okay to be passionate. It's okay to feel some type of way for what they're doing to the families and the communities because it's happening.
That's right.
Some people are just watching it on TV and they don't, but it's really happening.
We don't know what they're out, bro.
Yeah.
We're out there.
Being got chased down, thrown in cars.
That's right.
They're not coming home. The kids are crying. The kids are right there, bro. It's not just a TikTok video. It's not just an Instagram post. It's really happening outside.
That's right.
My bad.
I'm part of a group where we actually go out and patrol our neighborhoods. We do our due diligence. And you said a due process, they're eliminating the due process. Are you not updated on the news right now?
That's a bunch of BS, man. These fools are lying. I've been looking to get a Nissan NV cargo van for the plumbing business. Yeah, those cargo vans are fucking sick, man. Those are badass. I see. There's a lot of them out here in Austin. A ton of them.
Do we go protest? Do we not go protest? Do we allow them to just continue to run the
Yeah, those are
streets
cool
and
because
take
I think
people and do whatever they
those things are pretty tall too. I think you can stand in them and fucking walk around in them and shit too.
I mean, to be honest, I don't have an answer. If I had
That's fucking badass.
I love you, back. Next one. Hey, you're on Hood Stars. Talk to us. Sorry, bro. I love you, but you gotta go. Hold on.
keep watching.
We got the homie Jojo from Puente right here. Jojo, what's up, my brother?
Hey, what's up, big lucky?
Hey, bro. This is Jojo from Puente. He's an ex-lifer. He's on this podcast. Great dude, crazy dude. Jojo, but you're a conservative, correct? Because you're Christian. So Christians make people conservative and vote for Trump. Is that correct?
Yeah, but it wasn't so much.
I just glassed out the
That's fucking.
Headshot.
Well, let's get to the point, right?
Okay, so the point is this, like you said earlier, for sure, I wasn't going to vote Democrat.
Yeah.
100%. And let me just say this, you know what I mean? I wasn't impressed with Trump talking about deporting news from MS and this and that. That wasn't my main concern. I wasn't moved by any of that. I consider that.
I don't really care if they deport news from MS, but go ahead, bro.
Exactly. That's it. I'm not moved by any of that. But when it does come to immigration and the open borders and all that, they did have my attention. Because I'm affiliated with different agencies that are involved with human trafficking. And then when I saw reports about the 32,000 children that never showed up to court, that are missing.
32,000?
Really? Immigrant kids under the ages of like 11.
That's our as well. You know what I mean? That we're being brought here to human trafficking.
They just get lost, look. They just get lost.
That was my big
Yeah, these
thing.
people are fucking.
Hey, Jojo, I love you.
Yeah, they're going on the whack.
I thank you
Ooh,
for
right to that. Having a fully stocked van with plumbing parts and materials would definitely be an upgrade. So I don't have to make so many parts. Facts, for sure.
I need to call.
Ain't having to fucking go to Home Depot and flow on the cord and shit.
How I feel about the families, right?
Oh, yeah.
Torn apart right now. They remind me of
Yeah, those vans are dope, man.
But you talk about like all these with different speed rides, and then they started, cleaning it, washing it, putting it up like it was their home. Remember?
Yeah, you still a car bro and you start to care like shit. Go ahead. What's that? I've been there, bro. I watched the car bro. It's fine, bro. Let's go.
What's going on right now with all the UN right now? Is that they got it comfortable to
Yeah,
hear
hell yeah.
because nobody was enforcing the law.
Alright guys, so it's already about to be 1 o'clock for me.
No, I think Biden deported more.
So I'm about to start ending this live so I can wake up early in the morning. So I appreciate everybody who's tuning in, and hope to catch you on the next one. So yeah, man, thanks for all you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe on your way out. And I will see you on the next one, man. This was a good little live chat. So hit you guys up tomorrow, man. Hope you guys have a good night and a good day tomorrow. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. See you tomorrow. Later.